Good day, YouTube. What's going on? My name's Joel. It's an excellent day. You know, a little overcast, but can't complain. And you know what it is a good day for? It's an even better day to show off a little something I just bought. I grabbed it from Bushcraftcanada.com. It comes from out west. That's where the main shop is, at least. And, you know, I spent a lot of time pondering, you know, what kind of knife do I want? How much money do I want to spend? How much money do I have to spend in order to have a reliable knife? And I was looking through, and I did a little bit of research on native knives, because I figured, well, if it works for the natives of the land that found it, you know, basically the survival skills that are essential to where, you know, you live. If it worked for them, it's got to work for me. So I came across a Lapin Puukko knife. I don't know if I just pronounced that wrong. To tell you the truth, I don't care, because it's a great knife. And I grabbed this from Bushcraftcanada.com, like I just said, and it was about $160, which is a mid-range for a good knife. You can go above $5 if you want to buy a damn good knife, or you can go as low as $50 if you want to buy a piece of shit. So really, it's all up to you. It's all up to how much money you got in your pocket, and if you can make a cheap knife work, then good for you, because not a lot of people can. So, about the knife, well, a little bit of the history of it. It's actually from Europe. It's handmade in Finland. Has a very high carbon, dense, strong steel. As you can see, it's unfinished, and then they've got the finished edge. Hand forged, like I said. Gorgeous blade, very simplistic. And that's kind of what attracted me to it the most, is the simplicity, is because you don't need anything fancy in the bush. The bush isn't fancy, it's not luxurious, it won't treat you luxuriously. So I got this. Made in Finland, great. The natives of Northern Europe use these knives traditionally, every day-to-day use, peeling potatoes to carving to, you know, butchering small game. So I figured if it worked for them, it'll work for me, right? So there you go. It's got a birch handle. Very nice, very nice. No blemishes in the handle. Nice and smooth, you know, good grip. As you can see, it's got a chunky handle, which is excellent for me. It feels like I've got more control and more torque in my cutting and carving just because of the handle. I don't know, maybe I just think I do and I don't, but I'm pretty sure I do. So not only that, it's got the nice chubbier end on it, so your hand will never slip off while, you know, doing basic carving, wood chopping, whatever. And not only that, it's just an all in all, it's just a pretty knife. You know, it's a 4mm thick blade. I think it's HRC60 is the grade of steel in which it is, which is a lot of heavy industrial tools are made out of. Which, you know, it's nothing fancy, but it's just basic, you know, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want, you know, some crazy looking sword in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to carry this down the street, strapped to my belt, you know, on the way to one of my hikes and have no one bother me, because it's a tool, essentially, is what it is. I'm not a fucking murderer, so there you go. But great knife, comes with a sheath, and I like this sheath because it's got the kind of braided belt loop, which is very strong. Like, you can pull on that as tight as you want. It's not coming off. It's very nice, genuine leather. Excellent knife. Fits in like that. So I like that, how it covers the majority of the handle. It kind of gives it a more secured. It's not going to fall out of your sheath. It's not going to bump out. As you can see, it stays in very well. You actually got to give it quite the yank to get out, which I like. Last thing you want is to be walking through the bush and have your knife fall out of your pocket and have to backtrack 2 miles following your steps. So, you know, another bonus. And the thing about buying a quality knife is you get what you pay for. You know, I read up on a lot of the history of these knives. They've been used for hundreds and hundreds of years. And if they work then, they'll work now. The fact that it's hand forged is a great thing to look for. It's razor sharp. It sharpens very easily. The sheath is genuine leather. Birch handle, brass fastenings. It's just natural, you know. Everything that is used during the making of this knife is, you know, meant to be. It's not just press punched, you know, factory machine sharpened. It's the real deal. So if you consider getting a knife, you have about $150 to $200 to spend. I suggest you look into a Scandi knife. Basic, attractive knives. They look great, they feel great, they are great. And you know what, I relate myself to my knife. I look great, I feel great, you know, sleek, sexy. I like my knives like I like my women. There you go.